There comes a moment in every man's life when he realizes he has been running in circles, calling it progress. You see, the man who spoke to his future wasn't born special. He was broken, tired, and dangerously close to giving up. But one night, staring into the dark, he heard a voice's own voice, years from now, asking one question: are you proud of the man you're becoming? And that single question, it changed everything. Most people never have that conversation. They talk to everyone except the one person who matters most, their future self. They chase approval, not purpose. They mistake movement for direction. They survive their days, but they never truly live them. The truth: your future self already exists. He's out there, waiting for you to become him. And every wasted hour, every excuse, every maybe tomorrow, it just pushes you further away from that version of yourself. The man who spoke to his future realized that silence was the real enemy, because silence meant staying the same. And the longer you stay silent with your future, the louder regret becomes. He wasn't rich. He wasn't confident. He was just another man lost in the noise of his own mind. Doubt was his morning coffee, and regret was his bedtime story. He worked hard, sure, but without direction, effort just becomes exhaustion. He kept telling himself he'd start tomorrow, but tomorrow slowly turned into years. One night, he looked in the mirror and didn't recognize the man staring back. Tired eyes, a forced smile, and beneath it all, fear. That's when he spoke, not out loud, but deep within his soul. If my future self could see me now, would he be proud or disappointed? That question hit him harder than any failure, because for the first time, he realized his future wasn't some distant mystery. It was a direct reflection of the choices he was making right now, today. That night, something shifted. He stopped waiting for motivation to strike like lightning. Instead, he lit his own match. He pictured the man he wanted to become: strong, disciplined, respected, free. Not famous, not perfect, just free. And he made a simple decision: I will earn my future. From that moment on, every sunrise had a purpose. Every workout, every page he read, every small, difficult choice, it was all a conversation with his future self. And that man, that future version, kept whispering back, keep going, you're closer than you think. He didn't change overnight. He changed daily. Because the future doesn't just arrive. You build it one brick, one sacrifice, one decision at a time. The man who spoke to his future isn't just a story, it's a mirror. It's a reminder that your future self isn't waiting to be discovered. He's waiting to be created. We often think life changes in one big, dramatic moment, but it doesn't. It changes quietly, through small decisions that no one else sees. The world glorifies success but hides the sleepless nights, the self-doubt, the days where you question if any of it is even worth it. The truth is, growth is not glamorous, it's painful. It can be lonely. It's asking yourself, who am I becoming when no one's watching? Your future self can't reach back in time and pull you forward. He can only wait. He's waiting for the day you stop chasing comfort and start chasing your potential. And when you finally align your daily actions with your long-term vision, that's when life truly begins to move. Because the man who speaks to his future eventually becomes him. Now, listen carefully. You don't need anyone's permission to start. You don't need perfect clarity to take the first step. You just need one thing: discipline. Discipline is doing what you promised yourself you would do, long after the feeling you set it in has left. It's showing up when you're tired. It's saying no when your desire for comfort says yes. It's keeping the promise you made to your future. You say you want to change. Then stop speaking in wishes and start speaking in actions. Your future self isn't impressed by your plans, he's impressed by your proof. Wake up earlier. Read a book while others scroll. Train your body while others sleep. Fail, learn from it, and repeat. That's how the man who spoke to his future rebuilt his entire life. He realized his dreams didn't require some special talent, they required time, consistency, and sacrifice. Every single day, he asked himself one simple question: did I make my future self proud today? And slowly, the answer began to change. From no, to almost. And finally, to yes. The breakthrough didn't come with a round of applause. It came in silence when he looked at his reflection and smiled. Not because he'd arrived at some finish line, but because he finally respected the man staring back at him. He was no longer running from his past. He was walking with purpose toward his destiny. That voice, the one from the future, it wasn't distant anymore. It was inside him now. Every challenge, every doubt, every failure. It all became proof that he was still in the fight. And when the world asked him what changed, he simply said, I finally listened. Because when you listen to your future self, you stop being afraid of the man you were, and you start becoming the man you were always meant to be. And science actually proves what he discovered. Your brain rewires itself with every habit, every thought, every choice you make. Neuroscientists call this neuroplasticity. In simple terms, it means you can become whoever you train yourself to be. Visualization isn't just a fantasy, it's a form of programming. When you vividly imagine your future self daily, your brain begins to act as if it's already true. That's how your identity changes. Not by hoping, but by conditioning. So, the man who spoke to his future wasn't lucky, he was intentional. Just sit with this for a moment. Close your eyes. Picture your future self standing right in front of you, stronger, wiser, calmer. Now ask him, what did it take to become you? The answer will never be luck. It will be pain. It will be persistence. It will be having faith, especially when no one else believed in you. The silence you might fear today will become the peace you crave tomorrow. Because real growth doesn't happen in noise, it happens in stillness. And one day, when you finally meet that future self, you'll realize he was never waiting ahead of you. He was waiting within you, all along. So now, it's your turn. Will you wait for life to happen to you? Or will you start building the life that's waiting for you? Speak to your future. Ask him what he needs from you today and then go and do it. No more someday. No more waiting for the perfect moment. Because your future self is watching, and he's counting on you. The clock is ticking. The only question that remains is, when will you finally answer? Thank you for watching. If this message resonated with you, consider subscribing and joining our community of people committed to building their best selves. We'll see you in the next one.